Well, hello people, welcome to Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zero. Doing something a little bit different. For those of you wondering, I still will be doing my Master Chief Collection Legendary Guides. I just fancied a change of pace. I'll probably still be putting those up, so don't worry about it. Basically, I'm going to be going through all the missions, or I say all of the missions, only one main mission, and all the side ops, getting you S ranking in all of them. So without further ado, let's jump in. What I would recommend you doing, because we're going to be doing the first mission, is go to Options just here, and you want to go to the Game Settings, and you want to put Reflex Mode as off. That's going to get you loads and loads of points. So I also say in my guide, I would recommend obviously turning Reflex Mode off, because the way we're going to be doing it, we're probably not going to get spotted anyway. So go to Mission Select, you're going to be setting Ground Zero, so put that on normal, and without further ado, let's get into it. So once the mission starts up, you want to walk down here. I like to crouch around about this point here, because I sometimes find the guy in the watchtower can see me. When you stop pointing your torch, whatever it's called, searchlight, that's what the word I'm looking for. When you stop finally pointing at you, you can sprint past him like this, climb up here, move around to the right, keep going up here, round to the left here. I like to crouch here, then drop down, because sometimes he can hear you. He'll turn around and spot you and have to restart the mission. So I like to crouch all the way, pretty much all the way to the end of here. Doesn't really cost you many seconds. Drop down here. You want to run onto this road here. Don't worry about going this way. You want to go onto this road here. And there's going to be like a gap in the fence just here, and you want to turn right onto another road. Keep sprinting, keep sprinting, keep sprinting. Crouch around here before you get to the light, otherwise you're going to get spotted. Here, 1 or 2 guards are going to become aware of you, but what they're going to do is they're just going to be watching you. They've been looking for you. They're not going to become alerted, so don't worry. Swinging out wide to the left, because there's 1 guard on the road in front of us. Now he is kind of weird, because if he spots you, crouch in this location, this bush, just there, then once he's searching for you, what he's going to do is he'll walk off down the road. If he doesn't spot you, he's going to come to the end of the road and take up position. Then you just want to tranquilize him in the head with the silent pistol, and then you want to go ahead and hide his body like I do. So boom, they are 1 trank to the head. Pick up the body, and I just like to move it into the bunker. I think I put it in the bunker. No, that's it. I walk down this way. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. And I'll just throw him next to the sandbags. I think it was on a previous run I put him in the bunker. So just throw him down there. Now you've got 2 guards in this area here. There's 1 right in front of us, and there's 1 in the prison area. Go prone, keep crawling, keep crawling, keep crawling until finally your crosshair goes red. Trank this guy in the head. Boom, and then you want to go, and then you want to get your binoculars out and tag all the prisoners. There's going to be 4 prisoners in here, and we're going to extract 5 in total. So I think is it 5 or is it 6 we extract in total? No, it's 6 we extract in total. There's 4 prisoners, and then there's the 5th one is Chico, and then we're going to extract Paz. So it's actually 6 prisoners. Go prone right about here. Wait for the guard to start walking towards you. As soon as your crosshair turns red, once again you want to trank him in the head. Boom, like that. Oh no, I fucked it up. There we go. And then you want to hide this body just here. It's really nice and simple. Now all you've got to do on this point here is lockpick your way into the prison after you've hidden the body. And then you want to get out every single prisoner apart from Chico. You want to do Chico last, and you want to make sure you hide that guard's body just there in one of the cells. For those of you who don't know, whatever you've put as your action button, if you rapidly tap that when lockpicking, Snake does it faster, which is really, really good. So I'll pick this guy up. I put him in the cage just here. Now you want to go around, and you want to take all the prisoners to the extraction point, of which I'm going to show you. I'm going to speed this point up to about 2.5 times speed. I haven't decided yet. And then you're just going to see how it's all going to play out. once all those guys are at the landing zone, notice what I did is when I got to about the second prisoner, I called in my chopper. And then basically what can happen as well is it can not so much despawn, it can take off. So you saw me get it out once again, and I just told it to go back to the landing zone. That's what you want to do. This is why you pick up Chico last, because obviously he starts shouting and everything like that. For those who haven't seen the cutscene or just not really bothered, he starts shouting, and then more Marines are going to turn up. Here you want to sprint to that point, crouch. There's going to be 2 Marines on the road. You want to keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. Wait till you get to about this point around here. Then you can start sprinting, and you want to run all the way to the landing zone. This point is really, really simple. All you need to do is you need to put all the prisoners on the chopper. You want to do the 4 prisoners we just rescued. Then, oh no, sorry, that was it. I was putting them on as we went. Sorry, I thought I was stockpiling them in the cave, but I wasn't. So there we are. What you can do if you want is you can stockpile them in the cave and then put them on board the chopper. It doesn't really matter. But all I did there is I put them on as we went along. I think that method is a lot faster. Don't have to worry about putting Chico down, just put him straight on the chopper, and the tape cassette is going to roll out. Here's where you're going to be listening. You've got to try and figure out where he is, but I'm going to show you exactly where he is. And a really awesome way of getting in there. So you want to, basically, I crawl up here because I thought I saw a Marine behind the cactus, but I was actually imagining things. So I start to sneak around, sneak around, sneak around, and there's going to be 2 Marines just on your left here. Oh, there should be. There's one in the guardhouse just there, and there's going to be one on the road. I didn't see him at this point, but normally they're outside the guardhouse talking. I'm not quite sure how I didn't see him, but it's in hindsight, and when you're watching the footage back, he's quite well. He's just standing there in the middle of the road. I tranked these 2 here because I remember on one of my previous runs when I come down here with the truck with Paz in it, they always tend to destroy the truck. So I've tranked these 2, but I think 2 will spawn here anyway, as you'll see. So here this guy's seeing me, so I'm just waiting around. Boom, there he is. He's going to crawl into the guard hut now. And then I'm going to trank that guy there, and I'm going to hide his body. Also, make sure at this point here, if you are getting spotted, even though you might think it might be a good idea to pop up and shoot him, basically he is going to become aware of you if especially if he's got his torch or flashlight, whatever you want to call it. He's going to become aware of you, and you're going to enter reflex mode. As soon as you enter reflex mode, that obviously it loses you quite a few points. I would probably recommend turning it off in the options menu. I think it's like a 7,500 points bonus, which is really, really good. Hide the body there in the grass, the reeds, the shrubs, whatever you want to call it. Mark those 2 guards. Wait for this guy to start walking to the truck. You want to sneak up behind this guy and behind the concrete barrier. Just stick yourself to it, and then you do a close quarter combat attack, and then you want to choke him out. Don't worry about interrogating him. Just rapidly tap right trigger. Boom. Then you want to pick his body up, and then you want to hide it in the grasses just to in front of us there. This guy's going to get in the truck, and then as soon as it starts moving, you want to get in the back. And you're going to ride it all the way to the I think it's the compound or the admin. I think it's the admin building. That's where we go to.
A flag fluttering. Next, they headed for a place with a helicopter. The helipad. That matches Chico's tape. Surveillance camera. Open the front gate. My delivery's on its way in. Opening front gate.
So now we're in the we are in the admin building, I think it is, or the compound. This is where Paz is being held, or I think you pronounce it Paz. Not too sure. The 2 Marines I tranquilized earlier on the road. One was in the guardhouse, and the other was on the road. You don't have to tranquilize those 2, or try to if they're talking to each other. Just leave them. However, if one of them is in the guardhouse and the other one is in the road, I would recommend tranquilizing them. As the guard starts reversing, here we are. You want to get out. And then you want to don't do what I did just there. I pressed A. I thought I had to get into cover, but I didn't. Just stick yourself to the cover. Wait for him to get out. Wait till you get a clear shot, and you want to tranquilize him. It's going to make things a lot easier on our return journey. Boom. There we are. And you want to go and pick his body up, and you want to hide it round the back of the building just here. Again, you want to get your tranquilizer gun out just here, and you want to make sure this guy doesn't start spotting you, but he did with me. He gets his torch out, so you don't want to pop out, otherwise you're going to go into reflex mode. As soon as he puts his torch away, you're pretty much good to go, and then you can tranquilize this guy. And I'm pretty sure I just leave him there because it's pretty safe for you to do so. There you are. He gets his torch out, so I think I just get this guy in time. There we are. It's if he's got his torch out and you pop out of cover, that is when you'll go into reflex mode. You can leave that body there, you don't have to bother hiding it. Round the back of this building, crawl under here, and you want to jump over the 2 obstacles just in front of you. You want to do it like so, 1, 2, and you want to jump down. And then onto our right, there's going to be a guard and a security camera. The security camera has got a pretty, pretty quick rotation. So once you get to this point here, it might see you. Just stay in cover. Don't worry, the guard isn't going anywhere. Sneak around, sneak around, sneak around. I go out, not out, so I go under here, because sometimes this guard has a tendency to turn around right at the last possible moment and you enter reflex mode. So just sneak out, sneak out, sneak out, go into iron sights mode, pop him in the back of the head, and then you can move his body just around to the back of the building just for good measure. This mission is really, really simple. It's all sort of knowing what you're doing. Obviously, this is a guide to get you an S rank in it, and it's really, really simple. I'm going to be doing all the other missions in the Ground Zeroes game as well as I'll be doing stuff for the Phantom Pain when it finally comes out this year. This guy up here, he might see you, so just crawl to this crate and stick yourself to the cover. Wait for him, the awareness marker to go down, and then you want to just trank him in the head like so. And then you want to move round to the other side, or I'm sorry, underneath the balcony, just here. And there's going to be one other guard. I like to crawl because he sometimes can see you. And you want to trank him in the head like that. And then you want to pick him up and hide him behind the generators just there. Once that's all done, you want to move down the stairs. We've almost done with the mission. All it requires is a few more enemies to be knocked out, rescue Paz, and then we're on our way to freedom. When you enter this room, jump over the railings there. Keep moving down this way till you get to the 3rd oil tank. I think, are these oil tanks? I'm not too sure. The 3rd tank. Wait here, and then these 2 guards are going to be talking about a garbage disposal. You need to wait for them to split up.
Hey, we get confirmation on that garbage disposal yet?
Yeah, they just took care of it.
All right, heading back up top. Stay here and keep watch.
You got it.
As soon as they split up, you want to walk forward and you want to trank the guy to your right, and then you want to do the guy to the left. The reason why you're doing the guy to the right first is because he will turn around as soon as he gets to his designated position. You want to trank this guy because that's going to save us some time later, where he will normally be at the top of the stairs when we rescue Paz. And basically what this does is it stops him going up there, so that means we can just walk straight out of this point once we've snuck past 2 more guards. All that's required of you now is hide this body just behind the oil tankers where we had the last one, and then you want to go and rescue Paz. So you've rescued Paz. Really, really simple at this point. Just pick her up, and you want to go behind the oil tankers, or I think those are generators. I'm really not too sure. And then there's going to be one more guard. If he's in the middle of the small room, we're going to come to, tranquilize him then, because that gives you a few more seconds as the guards are then going to wake him up. With me, he wasn't, so I kind of just decided to wait there. And then boom, he's tranked. Basically, because these guards, which are going to be coming down the stairs any second, they're going to realise Paz is gone, and all the Marines are going to go on high alert. And that basically means they're going to spot you immediately. But if you trank him in the middle of the room, those doors stop there, and they'll do the whole routine of waking him up and calling him lazy. So it buys you an extra like 15-20 seconds, which is a long time, especially when you're trying to escape. Here, what I like to do is I just wait around here. You can put Paz down if you want, but there's not much point really, unless you're frightened of being spotted, which I think I may have done. I'm not too sure. But as soon as you're past the guys there past a certain point, like so, and they're going to like just get to this point here, boom, you can move. Remember, if you get spotted with Paz on your back, you're pretty much done for. You're going to go into reflex mode. So you just want to keep on moving. Just check those guys haven't spotted you. Note you're all good. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. Don't sprint at this point, just keep walking. You want to put Paz down just here. You want to take out the 2 security cameras, which we dodged earlier, just by one shot in them. There's one, and then you want to aim for the other one. And there's 2, boom. Pick Paz up again, and you want to move to the truck. The cool thing, the reason why we took this guard out on the right in just a second, is because if you take out the 2 security cameras, the Marine CP will ask someone to go and check it out, and he'll go and check it out, but then obviously you need to tranquilize him, and then obviously they'll say, is there a problem, and then they'll go on high alert a lot earlier. So here we go, and also taking out 2 security cameras buys us an extra like 10 seconds before they realise Paz is missing because of the way the audio works. So you want to start the truck up here, call in the chopper right now, call it into the one just there by the old prison camp, and then you want to drive out of here. Chances are you're going to get spotted around this point. If you don't, because it is possible to not get spotted, so you just want to keep on driving, keep on driving, and then basically I saw the text saying, or heard him say, hey, she's escaped. So I'm just like, oh well, might as well go for it. So go around here. If you crash here, you're going to get fucked up because you obviously got the APC just there. So you want to keep driving. You want to swing it around to the left here. Mind you, don't hit anyone really, and also make sure you've braked enough so it's a nice and easy turn. Now here, if I remember correctly, it's sort of becomes a bit of a clusterfuck. I have to trank 2 guards. I was certain these were the 2 guards I tranked earlier, but obviously unless they got woken up or something like that. So boom, there's one, and then I'm trying to get Paz out of the vehicle, but it's just not happening. So and then basically something flashes up on the screen there, and I thought it says have to take out all the enemies in the area before you get Paz out, but it doesn't. So I almost die here, but I just managed to trank this guy in the head because he was an idiot. Just take cover in the sandbags, his head's popping up, and boom, there he is. You want to get Paz out of the vehicle now. You want to watch out as well because it's been taking quite a lot of fire. Chances are the APC is going to be chasing you. If it starts shooting at the truck, you're pretty much dead because it will blow up and Paz will die. Jump down here and you want to sprint, keep sprinting, and as soon as you get close enough, Morpho will then prioritise picking you up. That is it. All you got to do now is put Paz on the chopper, get yourself on the chopper. That's how you get an S ranking in Metal Gear Solid, the Ground Zeroes mission. Like I said before, I'm going to be doing all the other side ops, S ranking. Not all of them are really difficult. There's a few kind of there are a few ones which can be a bitch to do. But other than that, they're pretty much easy. And like I said in the intro, I'm still going to be doing my Master Chief Collection Legendary Guides. So as always, people, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes coming out soon.